All right, I'll let y'all get in here real quick. We have a short conversation based off of a tweet I received earlier. Um, Sometimes I don't realize what we're doing here because I'm more so the type of guy that you just grind, and I was raised like that. I was raised to grind, man. Just grind, grind, grind. Like don't you ain't got time to be looking up, sniffing around. You got to just keep your head to the plow. Shout out to St. Louis, Missouri. Shout out to y'all out there. Um, yeah, yeah, yeah. We working. We work as a team. That's the beautiful thing about what we do here. We work as a team of people. And sometimes I'll be like, boy, if I ever had like $1 million budget to work with, I'll be a boy. It's no tell. I already know what I would do with it. Like if you just say, hey, take this and just apply it to the platform, man. We would be doing so much more than what we're doing even now. But just the reason why I just clicked on this live, just real quick. That a brother that went to Twitter and he said that we're one of the platforms out there that produce a lot of content daily. And I remember when I had went to a daily show, and I said we're gonna produce daily because not too many people doing it like that, and we need to try to produce something every day. And we want to stay on the cutting edge of things as much as possible. Any changes happen. Some things was, because of my schedule I couldn't do, but now I have a little bit more time. But y'all, to let y'all know the other day, you can't see this paper. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. You see this paper in my hand right here. I have a book that I have that I make my videos with. I write down everything. I mean, every day it's stuff that I have to make personally, right? Even down here at the bottom, okay? And it just every day is something, right? So me myself, we're not. I'm just talking about me. I'm doing not only African diaspora content. I'm doing the Black congregation content. I'm doing the Phil Scott audio experience content. I'm doing the Phil Scott show content. Um, and of course, I'm gonna be doing some more content for the Travel Channel. That's definitely coming up for sure. So I got a lot of stuff going on. But just the other day, let's give you a recap of what I actually did the other day. So if you can see on this paper, the top is like the African diaspora, right? So I made 5 videos that day. The underneath it, the next section you probably see there is the Black congregation. I did 5 videos. Underneath that would be 8 videos that I did for the Phil Scott Show channel. If you're into that type of channel, if not, I'm not. Okay, cool. And then I did 6 podcasts. Now that's one day. Then I turn around the next day, and because I have a certain amount of videos I want to make a week, so then I turn around. Of course, you've seen one of the videos to Julia Clarice Brown. Then I got a live I'm gonna do tomorrow about the Chinese woman talking about the Jamaicans. I posted the other one today. Underneath that, I got a live coming up on that channel. So I'm gonna do try to work on some lives. Then what y'all don't know, today, let me see, I shot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Right here, between 3 different channels, I shot about 14 different, the shorts, the less than the 60-second videos. I shot this between 3 different channels today. It's easy for me to do it. I just have a system. Because some people say, well, how do you do it like that? I just have a system. The only thing that slows me down at times is finding the right stories that I feel like I cover. Because some things I feel like I can't cover. You know what I'm saying? But if I find it and I'm hitting on all cylinders, I can produce like that every day. Because my system, the way I have it set up, just letting y'all know, I can just flip one button for my lights, one button for my sound, one button for my camera, one button here. I've got it set up just like that now. Well, what's kind of been having it set up like that. So then I can just produce, produce, produce. I wish I can produce more. Believe it or not, I wish I can produce more. Like what's happening to me now, y'all, it's like for me alone, I'm having to have about 3 different editors for me. Most YouTubers got one. I need three to handle the amount of content that I'm doing. I have to have an editor for Demetria. I have to have an editor for One Gale. Okay. Sister Jasmine has been great. She's been doing it all. But I had to get her some help because she's doing it all. I mean, could you imagine as a graphic designer, you're doing 40 plus thumbnails in a week? So we definitely had to get her some help. So we do really have a great team of people here. I'm telling y'all, and we just working. And sometimes y'all send me emails. Man, can you cover this? Can you cover that? Trust me, I would like to cover it all if I can, but at times, I'm limited. But like I said, this gonna be my first full year, be able to go full throttle, much as possible. Now, I'm gonna tell you there is some change though, because now since I'm doing this full time, I'm helping more with the time at home on certain things. So you say if you're not a positive, do not come on the show. Oh well, hey, people that's not positive, it's fine. It's fine because those kind of people are on the earth, right? So many different people have been contacting us, like different opportunities may be coming down the pipe. So it's been a good thing, but it's a lot of hard work because it's like it's not only the content you see, it's that behind the scenes you got to deal with a whole lot of different things. You got to deal with different people, have different meetings. It's then sometimes personnel has to change. Oh, let me talk about that real quick too. Why I'm talking about that. So like anytime that we may need someone, we'll put on the community tab, right? And we'll say, hey, we need someone for this, that, and the third. Now, let me tell you how I work. So because I work a certain speed, I expect people to be at least half my speed, not my full speed, but half. So let me tell you kind of people that get my attention real quick. People that has high quality work, people that's fast with it, right? High quality and fast, people that respond quickly, people that produce quickly. Those kind of people, no matter where you at, you become my friend real quick. And I'm like, because a person like that can help us, grow. If we can grow, then we could pay more. That's how I always say. I say, look, listen, I would love to give everybody $250,000 a year. I would love it. Help me get to it. I'll give it to you. Anybody that has worked with me, no, I have no problem giving nothing to nobody. I love to give because I'm a firm believer that give and you shall receive, right? And if you keep your people happy, and treat them right, then they'll come back and work for you. I don't believe in the, because for years I worked for corporations where they just don't treat you right, man. They disrespect you, they work you to death, like all that. Like I don't believe in working people to death. I know we got work to do, but I just don't believe in working people to death. But you know what I'm saying? But it's enjoyable, and I like people that if you want to work with us, believe in the mission. Because from my experience, it's better to have people that believe in the mission of what we're doing than people that is really just trying to do something, right? But yeah, and like the video, when I saw that video about the Julia Clarice Brown, and I'm like, oh, I gotta jump on that quick. I gotta do this video, right? I didn't have the time at one point in time to jump on a video that quick. One brother that came on, one brother from Ghana, came on. He's one of my editors now. Shout out to brother Stanley. Hey, it's good. It's good. Expansion is good. Well, I haven't really fully expanded and seen what my limitations can be. You know, and say some people are like, well, this is the thing about some of that. When it comes to hosting wise, some people got that. Some people got it, and it's not that you can go to school and learn it. It's some people just. It's like when I hear them, my ear. I guess I got an ear now. Some people have an ear for music. I got an ear for a certain type of people, and nobody could train you to say things a certain way or have it. It's certain people I see right now. I say, oh man, they're good. They are real good, right? Some people can be developed and taught certain things, but they still have to kind of have it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But it's just a certain thing. It's a certain thing that I just hear. I don't know what it is. Maybe I don't know. and you got to have, I'm trying to tell you, you got to keep your ear to the street much as possible. You have to listen a lot more than you speak. Yes, you have to listen a lot more than you speak. And you got to be willing, those of you who are trying to get into this, you got to be willing not to be liked. You got to be willing to double down and triple down on some things, because some things not going to be popular. Let me tell you something, Miss Rachel. I have an email called jobs@africandiasporanews.org. I tell people it's always open. Send me something. It's something you got. Like I don't really care about people's resume. People send me these impeccable resumes. They don't. At the end of the day, that resume you got don't really do nothing for me. What gets my attention is, show me what you can do. Right? If you're a graphic designer, show me what. Let me tell you about Sister Jasmine. Never forget her. So when I was looking for the first time I was looking for a graphic designer, Sister Jasmine wowed me. Let me tell you what she did. So she presented me a presentation, and she showed me that, okay, this is the thumbnail you have. Now this is what I can do with it. This is the thumbnail you have here. This is what I do. And she just put it so together. And I'm like, oh wow, I gotta contact her. I mean, I like people like that show me what you can do. Resumes, you can go to whatever university you want. I don't care. You don't have to have no college. Sometimes people got a natural gift for something. It don't matter to me. I don't care about somebody's criminal background. I don't care about anything. Can you get this job done? Of course, I do care about certain things, right? But for the most part, I don't even be asking about that. Can you get the job done? That's it. Okay, some people say, I would love to host. Don't just tell me that. Show me what you've done in the past. Show me. Give me a link. Give me your channel. Let me see what you got going on. Because you can tell me all day, I would like to do this, I would like to do that. I need to have people that I can go see their previous work, and then I can have to listen to their stuff and see what they got going on. People say, I like to be an editor. Okay, show me the stuff you edited in the past. That way I can make a decision. That's all. Just show me what you got. If you are good, if you something, then I will say, hey, X, Y, Z, right? I'll reach out or whatever. And if I am corresponding with you, tell you something else about me. If I am corresponding with you, because my time is limited, I'm corresponding with you in that way, then, hey, just respond to, and let's do what we got to do in a timely manner. Because like I said, it's, I will walk away about something if people's not responding in a certain way. You understand? Because what we're doing over here, it has to, it's a moving, it's moving. Okay? You say, yeah, Archbishop say, yes, a natural gift, because I don't have no degree in no journalism. Thank God I don't, because that means them folks done train me to talk a certain way. And once you train a certain way, you can't get out of it. People that work with us, we all work together like a family. We don't have no drama, because I wouldn't put up with it. Because if anybody brings drama, you're out of here. And you're out of here. We don't do drama. We trying to get somewhere. There we go. We're trying to get somewhere. We're trying to expand. Definitely on the African continent, we're really trying to expand. What they say? What they mean by the end of the chat? But outside of that, y'all, tell me what else is going on with y'all, this evening. Like I said, I'm just on here, anything new, anything blue, that I don't know about, why I'm on here. Just kind of reading some things that y'all saying in here. And I'm gonna tell you what, sometimes. And I'm not trying to say this arrogantly. I'm trying to say, like, sometimes I don't realize like what I'm doing or what we have built until sometime I pull back and it's like, wait, wow, we actually did that. Like I sometimes I don't even recognize it like that, because I'm so committed to doing the work, and I'm not, because I've seen people that do like 20, I'd say maybe half or a quarter what we do and popping their collar everywhere. I got this, I got that. God, nobody cares. Nobody cares about your numbers. Nobody cares about what you got going on. All people care about is I want to see the next, content. I want to see the next this. I want to see the next that. People do not care about your numbers, your accolades, or whatever. You say, hey Phil, did you remove old episodes from your YouTube? Of course I removed things, and I'm going to continue to remove things. If you want to see things that we possibly remove, or maybe you have not seen it because I won't post it to YouTube, you need to go to AfricanDiasporaNews.org and you need to join our website and you can see it there. Because we were definitely, trying to look for a licensing deal with certain movie places. I definitely want to do some African movies for sure and start putting movies on the website because I have a vision of having movies on that site. I got a few movies now, but I really want to get a lane where I can have movies so people can go see movies, see news, see entertainment, see everything on our site. I heard about the two gay men that pimped out their adopted sons. Well, I said a long time ago, if you choose that life, that means you're choosing not to have children. And I'm gonna leave it at that because let me stop. I'm on YouTube. That's a conversation for my website. But yeah, I saw the story. I definitely saw the story. And he said, "Do you need an IT?" I don't know. I don't know. The main thing I need right now, I always tell people, is editors. Definitely editors, fast editors, editors that believe in the mission, editors that can get the job done, graphic designers. Definitely looking for that. Still looking for that. Because for instance, this one brother from Nigeria, he hit me up. Nice resume. He even sent me an example of what he can do. And I'm like, okay, man, this brother's is nice. You know what he can do. And but I said, hey, outside of him producing, I ain't heard from him. And you look also, y'all, you got to have an internet connection. That anything you do, you got to have an internet connection, your own. I want to let some of you know, even on the African continent, I'm not paying your data. If you want to do something with us, we'll negotiate a pay, but I'm not paying your data. Your data is your data. You need to get an unlimited plan or whatever. Yeah, I can't wait. My next trip is coming up here in March. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. I love getting out of here. You say you're not a passport bro, so but you're a brother with a passport, so you need to get out of America sometime. Well, I mean, you can just travel. Listen, travel is my mental health break. Okay. Yeah, I heard they got had some sort of issue in Atlanta. I need to look more into that. I kind of heard that like police got injured or something because they trying to build this thing called Cop City where they want to train all those police, like a big old, like I think 90-acre spot where they want to train police in Atlanta. Like what the hell is that about? In Atlanta, of all places to do it, right? And people was like, nah, you can't. We don't want you training race soldiers here. And they said this Cop City thing gonna be like a whole city for them to do all these, urban training. And who you think they doing that training against? Thank you, brother Rodney. Who you think that training gonna be against? You know what I'm saying? That's why I told y'all. Hold on a second, Adelina, my little girl. She got that tablet so loud. Adelina, turn that tablet down. Jesus Lord. Okay, yeah, that's what yeah, they want to do urban warfare. You know what I'm saying? These people, I tell y'all, the older I'm getting, the less patience I have for them and their system. I'm telling y'all, it's just like I went because like I said, I've been doing this thing going on 11 years, about 11 years. I've seen everything that I could see. I've seen the uprisings. I've seen the lawsuits. I've seen the payment of lawsuits. I've seen them some of them brave soldiers go to jail. and their system's still the same. Nothing has changed. They'll pay y'all $100 million, they'll pay y'all $1 billion, and they still will keep their system the same. They pay those lawsuits and look at it as a cost of running white supremacy. Understand what I'm talking about? We say about Paul Biya. Yeah, Paul Biya needs to step down, man. That dude didn't know where he was at the other day. He was farting on camera. I'm like, this dude farting? He's farting on camera. 89 years old. Oh boy, don't get me started talking about Paul Biya. Paul Biya don't even stay in Cameroon. He lives in Switzerland. He's the president, but he lives in Switzerland. What kind of crap is that? He don't even want to be in Cameroon himself, and yet he's been a leader for what, since the 80s or something like that? Yeah, that dude needs to go. Anyway, so the system, and I've been reporting on this, y'all, constantly, daily, for years. These Karens, they haven't changed. Them folks calling 911 haven't changed. After all the George Floyd, the Mike Brown, the you name it, all the uprisings, all the Black Lives Matter, and it's still the same, and in some instances, it's perpetually worse. From my point of view, from covering this stuff for years, these people are who they are, and we can't change them. It's like my grandfather used to say, you can't make a crooked branch straight, and that's who these people are. So from what I see, I'm more at peace when I'm away from them. You may say, well, in America, we need to, do the nature Islam always taught. You can't do that in America because every time black people try to go somewhere on their own, here they come. The only way you could separate from them is that you must separate yourself and remove yourself from the land that they're running and be in places where people look like you. I'm more at peace when I'm in African nations. I'm at peace. I'm not worried about no Karen. I'm not worried about no race soldier pulling me over. I'm not worried about any of those issues and problems other than just life problems, right? But I'm telling you from covering this stuff for years, black people have fought. And these people are steadily trying to unravel all the fight that black people have done. Whether you want to talk about the Voting Rights Act, whether you want to talk about the Civil Rights Act and all that stuff, right? These people are trying to unravel. Look at what's happening even in freaking Florida. Ron DeSantis saying don't want you to learn African American studies. You understand what I'm saying? These people are trying to constantly unravel everything. And from me reporting on this stuff for about 11 years and seeing what these people are doing, and then when I hear black people here in America wants to hold on to this place, like it's a paradise for us, it's a paradise for the white man. Let me tell you something. This is the white man's paradise. I believe that more so now than I ever believed in my life. Because when I get out of here and go somewhere else and see how I'm even treated somewhere else, and then I come back here, that fifth class citizen stuff, like I say, as I get older, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. It's old. Like this system is so corrupt. It's even corrupted our people. Our people are so corrupt now. Our people are so ungodly now. Our people used to be some of the most moral people out there. So some of the most, best people in the world. You couldn't get no better people than black people. But unfortunately, you look at these new generation, they no different than they former slave master oppressor. They sound just like them. They arrogant like them. They think they better than everybody else. Like I was like, where the hell they come from? You entitled? It's just so many different things I see today that I've never seen with black people. Black people have succumbed to white supremacy, in my opinion, the majority. One person, and I interviewed with him a few times, I kind of laugh about it now, but at least he was honest when he said this. Jesse Lee Peterson. He had did an interview with Tariq Nasheed, and he said this: if you can't beat them, join them. At least he's honest about it. The majority of black folks have joined them. They just haven't just said it. You may not be joining them openly like Jesse is, but you joined them in so many ways. Hey, we need to educate our kids. I ain't got time for that. So you gonna keep sending your kids to them people? Okay, all right. Hey, we need to do this. Okay. That's why I'm just kind of past arguing with people on a whole lot of things. That's why I don't even make certain content anymore I used to make, because I'm not gonna waste my time on certain people anymore. What? Why? Okay, here we go. Who's ever this person Quay is? Can you tell me who runs the channel? Can you tell me? Because that's a weird question. That is such a weird question. You say they take the time. Yeah, it's like right now with the turkey leg hut, right? The turkey leg hut is a very successful business in Third Ward here in Houston. They have been trying their best to close down the turkey leg hut. The best. They're trying their best, I'm gonna say, to do that. Sabotage a black business that's doing well. Now I thought we were supposed to be pulling ourselves up by our bootstraps. See, but if what Nakia, I think in Lindale, I think that's their name, Price, if they already got the skills. Why don't you take the turkey leg hut and put the turkey leg hut in multiple African countries? I guarantee you nobody gonna sabotage you over there. Every time I look up black people, that has been our story from day one to today. Economic sabotage. Once again, I told y'all, I don't care if you call me a name. I don't care if whatever. But what I care about is economic sabotage. That's the only thing I really care about personally. Economic sabotage. Those brothers and sisters should be going to open up the turkey leg hut in the continent. Period. They will be more successful with the turkey leg hut in the continent than they ever would be in Houston, because they would they can get more people to work for them, because they're saying that they're I think the brother said they pay $85,000 a week in salary. Right there alone, putting one in the African continent, you're gonna win, because you're not gonna pay $85,000 a week in salary. No, it ain't happening. You wouldn't even pay that in a month. The brother said they pay $100,000 a month in taxes. Taxes. That sure would be happening over there. So you winning right there. You understand? And this BB. Obviously, you haven't been to certain African cities, because they got African cities of upper mobility that can afford turkey leg hut and anything else. Of course, you got to research the city you go into or whatever. But the major cities like your Nairobis, your Johannesburg, South Africa's, your Accra, Ghana's, I'm talking about your major cities, on the continent that's doing very, very well. You go target those cities for certain type of businesses. Definitely, I say if you're gonna target anybody, with the country, one of the, I think the best economy in Africa is South Africa. So let's say they go put the turkey leg hut in Johannesburg, right? There you go. They want to go put one in Durban. They want to go put one in Cape Town. They'll do very well. They should go. I'm telling you, any person that got a black-owned business, you should be creating a division of your black-owned business over there, and you're going to win. Them Chinese and everybody, white people, and everybody else is going over there getting a bag and doing great in business. Why not us? You say you don't have. Oh, I know I don't have to, brother. I know I don't have to. Lala, I'm sorry. I guess that's a lady. I know I don't have to explain everything to them, but sometimes people just, I do it for. Some people are new, right? And maybe they never heard this before, even though I've said it multiple times. Okay. Well, when it comes to the Bible, get the Ethiopian Bible. That's one of the original Bibles. If you can get you an Ethiopian Bible, read that. If you're big into the Bible, you should be going to Ethiopia. If you're big into the Bible, you can see a whole lot going to Ethiopia. I want to go back to Ethiopia. Um, I don't know if I can do it this year, but I definitely want to go back. You say DC need a turkey leg hut. Turkey leg hut need to expand at that because they got wraparound lines. Like I couldn't. I mean, even they doing well. I'm like, why aren't y'all? Why aren't y'all like building like your own like building? Like build another building bigger or whatever. You say when I'm going to Rwanda, and somebody was talking to me about that. Rwanda, Namibia, like it's been a lot of talk behind the scenes about some of these other places. They said the Rainbow Coalition never really existed. Well, South Africa. Hopefully, they seen that. Um, to me, the last thing they need to do is get rid of Orania. but like I said, put Julius Malema president. Sure, I love to go to that. You say we are planning trips to Botswana. Botswana, I want to go there too. Like I want to hit every African nation. I want to hit them all, and that's my plan to hit them all. That I can say yes, I've been to every African nation. Because like I said, I've been to Kenya twice, Ethiopia once, South Africa, well, once, will be twice here another month or so. So, I don't know what poor means. What does poor mean? Madagascar. I would like to go to Madagascar too. But you know what? Let's talk about the poor thing. No one's really poor. You just having you talking about Zambia? Yeah, I got to go there too. Everyone has their time where they're struggling financially. It is definitely in Babylon for sure. But if you apply yourself, you find something, you say, don't come here to Tanzania. I'll visit anywhere. Not to say I gotta live, but I'll visit. Um, if you apply yourself, like me, I've believed in myself. I said that, I'm gonna make something out of this. And I still haven't seen the full growth of everything that I want to do, right? And like I said, you just gotta believe in yourself, believe in your dreams sometime and just try. I mean, worst case scenario, if I would have failed with it, then I would just stay in the petrochemical industry. He said tickets to Africa, he says over $2,000. Um, that is a lie because I just saw a direct flight from Atlanta to Addis Ababa, Ethiopia for $804 on Ethiopian Airlines. So it's not $2,000. Sorry, that's not the truth. You can catch a lot of good specials. I'm talking about economy. We're not talking about higher tickets. We're talking about economy. So if you want to go to the African continent, you can. You can find economy tickets, and even if the tickets are $1,000, $1,200, black folks waste more money in restaurants in a month than them doggone tickets. I guarantee if I go to a lot of people's closets right now, I probably can find business class tickets to go somewhere. All them clothes you got in there, you're not wearing, shoes, purses, ladies, heels, ladies, some of the makeup and all the other things that some ladies wear. I guarantee you that you got some tickets in your closet. It just depends now how you save money is where you fly out of. Like if you want to save money, you fly out of JFK in New York. You can save money there. Sometimes you can save money flying out of DC, and sometimes you can get some good ones out of Atlanta. But like, if you want to go, like for instance, to South Africa, they got that direct flight from Atlanta to South Africa every day. Direct to Johannesburg and back. So, and that's when last time I flew. Hold on, what did I fly? No, when I went to South Africa last time. Yeah, I did the direct flight, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Last time, sure did. Yeah, you say 10 pair of Jordans is like $1,000, and how many black folks got Jordans? You know what I'm saying? And some of them Jordans, that's crazy. I wearing recycled shoes that we were wearing back when I was a kid. That's crazy. They just put a new color on them, and y'all buying them. You said how they route y'all through the EU opposed to just straight from ATL like Ghana. Yeah, yeah, I like direct flights. I don't like, layovers. I hate layovers. God, I hate layovers. Have you thought about doing a live interview with a passport bro or men who travel outside the U.S.? Actually, I reached out to a brother. There's a passport bro, and he got married, which that's what I support. I support men going and get a wife. I don't support tricking. I support getting a wife. And he went to Sierra Leone and met his wife and all of that, right? And so he told me that he'll do an interview with me when he I think first part of February. So yeah, yeah, yeah. He doing good, doing good. Um, Not every country has shot requirements. I know West Africa, some West African countries want you to have that yellow fever, but most countries you'll be all right. I know when you go to West Africa, you got to worry about malaria too. Now, in East Africa, the southern part of Africa, you don't really have to worry about malaria and all that stuff. Um, but yeah, yeah, yeah. And then you got to think about it too. The African continent has showed me so much love, man. Like y'all don't realize like how much love they showed me, how much respect they showed me. I've gotten on African TV many times. You know what I'm saying? How often do you see me on American TV? Not to say I want to be, but I'm saying I get all that love from the African continent. You know what I'm saying? I get too much love from them, and that's why I'm like when I gotta come here, like oh God, I gotta come back here like that. But I understand I gotta get back to work when I come here, but still, who is that? Yeah, yeah. It's like let me tell y'all something else. In the African continent, they respect elders. Like if you're an elderly person, they respect you. They gonna treat you right. They gonna put you to the front of the line. In America, they don't respect the elders, man. Man, they treat an elderly person like. Let me tell you something. So we came from Kenya, where we seen elders being respected. Till we got back to New York. There was an elderly brother, and he was trying to walk with a bag, and he like, needed a little help. He had to walk with a walker. Nobody was helping this brother. My wife was like, hey, can you go help him? I didn't see him. He said, can you help him? Because he really needs some help. He's getting to where he at. Because nobody will help him. Like the workers just walk right past him. Nobody will help him. And so I said, yeah, let me go over here. So I said, hey, brother, can I help you? He said, yeah, I appreciate it. So he walked him to his gate, gave him his thing. In African countries, that don't go down. They will be right there to help that elderly brother or elderly sister. In this country, we some straight savages. Well, not me, but the culture of this country is savagery. You treat elders any kind of way, disrespectful to elders. I mean, it's horrible. Mean and rude. I could go from Kenya, everybody say, hi, how you doing? And it's great to see you. And every day somebody's nice. Get back to the United States. Hey, what time this open, for food? It ain't open right now. I'm like, well, hold on, sister. Hold on. They went to the other spot, asked a question. The Latina, she had an attitude too. Everybody had an attitude. I'm like, and I was mad. I say, I can't stand people in this country. It's so freaking rude. Because everybody was just so nice. And they got a reason to have attitude because they don't have the luxuries a lot of us have, and they just so nice. Smile with you and treat you right. I can't stand rude and mean people. He said and they say no, that's just an NYC problem. Well, yes, NYC it is an issue, but and I will say in the South we are a little bit more hospitable because I know if I would have came down here to Houston and asked somebody that question, it wouldn't have been like that. But still, you still got rude people in the South too, but we still a little bit more hospitable. You're right about that. You're right. I was just mad. I was mad because there's no reason. It's like this your doggone job. You know what I'm saying? Well, you asked me a question about purchasing property. Now, you know, I would never tell you nothing like that online. Come on now. Y'all gotta know certain things you don't say online. You know, I'm a type of person, when I do something, I tell you later after it's done. Yeah, I don't get on here to telling your business. Y'all black folks gotta stop doing that. Do not tell all your business and what moves you're gonna make online. Too many people listening, too many ops are listening. When you let your ops know your plans, they go sabotage you. You always got the ops. Okay, what did they say here? White guy here, like that matters. He says, new to the channel, like your work, don't agree. You say with everything. Hold on, I'm trying to read it. You say, but I appreciate the conversation you're starting. Well, you know what? There's a lot of white people like my conversation that we're starting here. Um, Man, you know, speaking of that, the interview I did with Shawetta, boy, that one did pretty good. That seems like a lot of people was really interested in hearing about what happens in India. Um, you know, because man, that one did pretty good, and that's good because once you start talking to other people, you realize how this system has affected everybody. And yes, that system has even affected white people, like that South African dude said. It's affected white people too. He says no such thing as whiteness. By the way, East Indian and albino is the correct term. You know, I don't care about terms at this point. I'm probably gonna piss y'all off on my live stream on the Black congregation, so get ready, because I'm gonna talk about the confusion of our identity, because way too many black folks are confused. Way too many are confused. It was so much simpler when we was going through the I'm Black and I'm Proud times. Now folks are so confused. Jesus Christ. It's like it annoys me. It so annoys me. So anyway, I'll set that up for tomorrow. You didn't get a notification? Well, make sure you check the notification bell and make sure you are part of the conversation, my man. Some brothers with child support back payments have a hard time getting passports. Most of the guys that say they passport bros don't have that problem, because they're men of upper mobility and they understand that if you owe $2,500 or more in child support, you will get suspended, or can't obtain one. Okay, so you know that going in. So don't get behind on child support. Whatever you do, fellas, don't get behind on child support. Be like me. Get a refund back. Get two. I got two refund checks back from 'em. Yeah, get refund checks. You paid too much. No, John. That's no. I didn't set out to do any of that. Yeah, like I said, the continent be showing me a lot of love, man. Like I said, they do. I mean, one person said a long time ago, said, "Man, we're gonna lose Phil." Yeah, you probably will. Because they just treat me too good out there. Man, look, I'm about to y'all look. I'm gonna time you out, y'all, cause you keep spamming. I don't like spamming. Don't spam the chat. Posting the same message over and over. You do it again, you're gonna be out of here. Call me African. See that's the thing. Like all these call me this, call me that. Like, look, so it's like to me, I just think it's confusion because everybody arguing about names. Well, you said it like this, and you said it that way. Why did you mention that term? Why did Jesus Christ? If you would take that energy and put it into what we really need to put our energy into, we can get somewhere. Why would you say the term enslaved African? Oh God. Do I can't. Like I said, I can't because our ancestors were enslaved Africans. They were. They were. We didn't become citizens to the 14th Amendment. And that was a long time before that happened, before we became Americans. I'm just saying. Hold on, what did it say? Hold on, so you caught me alive. You say you moved out of California, Los Angeles area to Houston, Texas. Thank you for your advice. Didn't realize how bad it was with black people, low numbers. Oh, well, Amir, Yeah, you made a better choice. Getting out, black folks need to abandon California. I'm sorry. Look, I say get the reparations and get the hell on out of California. That is not a place for black people. Octavia Spencer, the actress, she said that there was more racism in LA than when she was in Alabama. I'll repeat that again. Octavia Spencer said there's more racism in LA than it is in Alabama, one of the hot spots of racism. Let you know what's going on. And what we got to also be discussing, and I'm going to be bringing people on to discuss this, that white supremacy that's in these non-white people. That's something we got to discuss. 'Cause everybody focus on racist white people, but they not the only ones. It's these non-white people who are racist too. They have anti-black sentiments. Going up north, it's too cold up there, man. It's too cold up there. I was during the holidays um, time. I was up in the Rhode Island, Massachusetts area. Now I went to this one spot that was pretty good. They asked me like, what size lobster you want, right? So they had the different pounds of lobster. I think I got the 3 pound lobster, but it's lobster mac and cheese though. So they cut the lobster down the middle. They cook the lobster, chop up the lobster thing, and make that mac and cheese. That's what I had because I always loved lobster mac and cheese. That thing was good, y'all. Oh, that thing was so good out there. Um, yeah, that was good. Um, the only thing I didn't like about it, up there, you could just that old colonial feel. Some of them buildings feel like this. Ugh, like you feel that colonial spirit in that area. I ain't like that too much. You can just know some slavery was around there at one point in time. You know, yeah, I know people call them sea roaches, but hey, that lobster mac and cheese was good. You know, and in the New Testament, didn't the Lord say, "Don't call nothing He created unclean"? So there you go. And not to say I eat that mess every day anyway. Philadelphia, I've been to Philadelphia before. One time, me and my wife had a flight out of New York, and they canceled our flight and they told us y'all have to go to Philly if you want to fly out the next day. So we rented a car, me and my wife. We went down to the Sofitel Hotel in Central Philadelphia, and I was told at the time you need to go to hold on, Max's Cheesesteak. And I said, okay. So we left Central Philadelphia. It was real nice Central Philadelphia, and we drove in that night. We go to Max's Cheesesteak, and you're like, as we driving, we turn around saying, why is it getting darker and darker? Looking around, we finally get to Max's. You're like, oh, okay, we kind of in the hood somewhere. Okay, cool. Get out the car. My wife say, oh my God, they had a rat. Look almost big as a freaking cat. I'm like, I don't know how in the hell y'all had to be rats up there. Jesus. So anyway, got out there, went to Max's. I still got the pictures of it. And then what I ended up doing when I was out there, I met a brother. I got that big that huge one y'all got out there, the Max's. Like I tell people, you go to Max's Cheesesteak, if you go to Philly, you gotta go to Max's Cheesesteak. You gotta go there. You have to. That's the best cheesesteak I've ever had in my life. Like I said, you ain't had no cheesesteak till you go to Max's. That's true. I'm telling you. And it's like they offer you Kool-Aid if you want some malt liquor, you can get that too. Now I don't drink none of that. But anyway, I had one of my subscribers in there at the time, and I said, hey brother, I said, you getting some food? He said, yeah. I said, look, man, I'll pay for my brother. He said, you gonna pay for that? I'm like, yeah. You one of my people, Took care of that for the brother and his family. And then I ended up meeting. I had like a little meet and greet at Starbucks. I guess I need to get back to doing meet and greets like I used to, because I've been so just ever since COVID-19, I ain't been doing a whole lot of things like that. But now it's over with, so you have to plan some things. Just meeting with, like people that support us, financially, monthly, like Patreon members, website members, things like that. You say you shocked the level of racism white Americans are the sweetest people. Oh, yeah. See, what you just said, NM, is true. Them same Karens in America, when they get to African nations, they get some act right. white people in the African continent are so nice. They are nice. I have not seen one roll the eyes, look at you funny. Like any, it's like from what I've got from them, it's kind of like when they over there, they know their place. Over there, when they here, they were like a fool. That's from what I've seen, for the most part. Now in South Africa, those Boers and all of that, I haven't ran into none of them acting a fool with me. I know, like, me, Kelly, and Sharif, we were walking in Melrose Arch over there in Johannesburg, and I walked by. This white woman looked up at me. I looked at her. I was like, and she just took her head forward. I'm like, man, don't be looking at me funny like that, chick. I'm in Africa. Look, I started acting like them. I wish you would over here. I was like, man, I wish you would. I said, you know where you at. But nah, for the most part, they actually got some act right. Especially with a black American, they really gonna have some act right. Now, I don't know how they treat some of the brothers and sisters over there, but with us, nah, they be having act right. Because the killing part about it, when I was in Cape Town last time, we was going to Table Mountain. And this is why I be getting mad at us a lot of times for not going. You had two white dudes that was in Cape Town for a wedding. One of their partners was getting married to some female out there. And they said, yeah, I'm from Seattle. The other one say he was like, and they was just all out there enjoying themselves. And I'd be looking at that. But then black folks were like, is it safe, Phil, to go? And white people be all out there. White people go out to the safari. White people just all over the continent. They'll go to the village. The Chinese go to the village. Everybody going. But then black folks are asking me, is it safe? But you be living in a rough neighborhood, but asking, is it safe? Like, seriously? If you can survive America, you'll be all right over there. I can't stand that question. Like, I don't know what is it with black folk. It's like, always asking that question, is it safe out there? Like, why you think you safe here? I'm just trying to figure that out. Why you think you safe here? You really safe here? Do you realize as a black person, every day we live, we play Russian roulette with our life? Have you ever thought about it? It dawned on me the other day. I was driving from the gym, and I said, as black people, every day in America, we are living Russian roulette. Every day. Any one of us can be that next person in this country. But you talking about, is it safe? Man, you got Pookie and Ray in every country. Trust me. You got middle class neighborhoods in every country. You got poor neighborhoods. You got upper class, nice luxury neighborhoods in every country. Every country you go to. That's human beings. Some places you probably can't go. Some places, like for me, I won't go certain places because I want a certain lifestyle. If I can't get that lifestyle, I'm just not going to go. I'll visit, but I'm going to stay where I stay. Like for me, I like to stay in nice places because, I work hard and I want to stay in a nice place, right? If I can't have what I want, I don't go. I'm not going to complain on the place. Did he just say how's the Wi-Fi? Sister One Gales in California. Sister One Gales in Kenya. Why don't you ask her? Why don't you ask her? It's crime in every nation. It's crime in every nation. Every nation has crime. I'll say this much. I had people asking me questions about, I think with the passport bro stuff, this one woman said they don't have running water. What are you talking about? The water I've seen come out the pipes over there is not brown like it was in Jackson, Mississippi. Like we really need to stop, some of us, stop talking down on other people. But anyway, y'all, I've been on here longer than what I expected. I was expecting on here just come chop it up with y'all, but this a random. No, that sister is happily married with children. And yeah. Oh Lord, what's wrong? Who coughing like that? Gotta find out who's coughing like that. That didn't sound too good. But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and go and get out of here. This rich family, politicians, all industry. Yeah, yeah. You say the West is very negative about our brothers and sisters on the continent. Of course, the West is negative. The West don't want us out of here. It's like they look at us as a resource, right? A resource is something they don't care about, but they only care about it if it's gone, right? So this is why they make a big deal about the year of return and all of that. They say, what's this? They growing up in the Bronx, New York, living in LA for 20 years. The white supremacists would make it out alive in the Bronx with them, 10% pulling stuff up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Y'all kind of angry out there in New York. I just feel that spirit of anger out there. When I'm there, the few times I've been there, oh yeah, y'all pretty angry. I mean, I get why you're angry though. In a lot of ways, I get it. I get it. And God bless y'all, but I can't be living around anger. I gotta live around peace. Y'all don't realize that peace and tranquility is just something we should all attain. Um, I don't know. Well, I would say, Patricia, like in my position, I'm always trying to diversify. In other words, I want if the platform works out good, I won't put our stuff everywhere. I want to flood the market with things, and especially if they offer a revenue split. Yeah, yeah. NYC is very very stressful. The prices are hella high too. It's like I just can't see like living in LA, living in New York. I don't see how y'all poor people do it. Like, how do you do it? Like, it doesn't make sense. I've been to New York. I've met Brother Sinetta. I've interviewed with Brother Sinetta. It's on my channel. I've met the brother. Yeah, I do want to get to all the Caribbean countries. You're 100% right. I definitely want to get to the Caribbean. I got to get to the Caribbean. I just haven't had a plug there yet. 'Cause usually I try to get a plug somewhere, but all my plugs has been in Africa. But yeah, I definitely got to get into the Caribbean. I definitely got to. But y'all, let me go ahead and go real quick. 'Cause I got to get up off of here. But I'll catch y'all tomorrow. I got some live streams I want to work on, and we'll see.